Welcome back to MCM Outdoors, welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for clicking on the video. We've come out, a bit of a rush, and we've got the gear together because tonight there's going to be a full moon, and it's something a little bit special because it's called a snow moon. And we've got about 15-20 minutes to go. The moon is set to rise in the east, so we're going to go and find somewhere off the beaten path and hopefully bring you all some nice footage of the snow moon, the full snow moon, and tell you a little bit about it, how it gets its name, and the tradition of naming the moons, where that all comes from. But for now, we're going to get off the beaten path so we can have some peace and quiet. I'm going to wait for the moon rise. So as is often the case, the sunsets here in West Lancashire, in this flat land, are absolutely spectacular. So the sun is setting just over there in the west and in the opposite direction. We're waiting for the full snow moon to rear its head over the tree line there, over Ormskirk Golf Course. We've got a bit of time to put the big lens on the camera and get set up. We've got the drone with us, I'm going to get that ready, so we're good to go. And it's only going to be a short video, but hopefully you're going to enjoy it. I'm excited to see it. What a wonderful night. It was looking a little bit doubtful earlier on in the day when the sky had clouded over, but now we're absolutely crystal clear sky, and what a night. So here we go, folks, we're all set up. We've got the drone ready and we're just waiting for Mr. Moon to pop up above the trees. I've got no gloves, I've got nothing to eat. I was going to make something to eat on this video, but I'm just keeping it simple. But what a lovely evening. Look at the lovely colours of this sky. Absolutely stunning. Lovely pink hues just over there. A couple of people just finishing off the walks, and I'm the only weirdo in the field talking to himself. Oh, but I'm used to it now. I'm used to the strange looks. Got to embrace it. It's all part of the YouTube experience. So here you go. Who's that man standing in my field? Yeah, it's me, filming the moon, mate. Yeah. Just look at this now. It's so still. Just losing the last of the light behind me. That little bank of cirrus, alto cirrus, above Greetby Hill to your right. And if I turn you around, pastel shades in the east. So be a little while longer waiting for the moon, and I think I'll bring you some drone footage. Hope you enjoy it.
Moon, I'm there soon. I'm leaving quite early tomorrow morning. Undercover, baby, is what you ask of me. Soon I'll be disguised. Shooting star, I'm without a safety net. Give me a ride. I'm going far beyond where the sun sets. Dear, I'm no longer scared. Your glow brings me comfort. I'm filled with light. Tiptoe, dance with me through the shadow plane. Moon, I'm on my way. Shooting star, I'm without a safety net. Give me a ride. I'm going far beyond where the sun sets. Shooting star, I'm without a safety net. Give me a ride. I'm going far beyond where the sun sets. Show your tail in the night. Keep it glowing steady and bright.
So I'm just putting this drone away, and look at that magical snow moon rising in the east over the trees above the golf course. It's got a bit of an eerie feel to it, hasn't it? The air's really still, and it's magical, isn't it? It invokes lots of good thought about, you know, the mysterious countryside, the tales of the countryside, and you know that book I've got, you know, Legends, Folklore and Myths of Great Britain. Thank you, Twiglet, for sending that. I don't know what you're... Well, I do actually. It's Steve, what I'm talking about. Steve, thank you very much. That's extremely kind. And I absolutely love the book. And it actually spoke about this moon and how they are named by the Native Americans. And I will tell you a little bit about that shortly. There we go. That's much better. So let's enjoy the snow moon. Absolutely beautiful. All I can hear is the distant sound of the crows, some blackbirds in the hedgerows, and there's that eerie, massive moon just giving off the luminescence around it. And just through the very far trees over there is the mast of Winter Hill. So what is a snow moon? Well, very simply, the snow moon is just the moon which has got a name given to it. And this was a tradition which was started, believed to be by Native Americans, naming the moons. And, you know, they were revered back in the day when people didn't know, were superstitious, things you didn't know. They were a bit scary to people when the knowledge wasn't out there. And, you know, the moons were often thought of as gods. And, you know, there was a bit of a reverence assigned to them. So basically most modern calendars nowadays use the moon as a basis for the names of their months, and that is a convention ended by the introduction of the solar, Julian and Gregorian calendars. And in modern times, the moons have developed new names as time's gone on, and the majority of which have got their roots attributed to Native American traditions. So basically the names tend to hold particular resonance with the time of year in which they fall, and have gained ground in American folklore in recent years. So the snow moon is the name applied to the moon at this time of year in February, very simply because this is the month in which the seasonal weather, snow, is likely to be on the ground and it's most common. So it derives its name, the snow moon, from this time of year when the full moon coincides with February. Other names for it are the hunger moon or a storm moon, and again that is reflected by the traits of this time of year, the cold, long, stormy and winter months. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? It's got a certain romance about it. I love things like that, and the book which I was kindly sent, it sort of brings all that to the fore, doesn't it? Absolutely great. We're out here. It's absolutely freezing now. Listen. It's just pheasants calling across these fields, and that moon, it's just, I wish I had my chair and a few beers. Utterly spectacular. What a sight. Learn about nature, learn about the outdoors. Absolutely fabulous, really is. Things have got even better. Got all the constellations looking across to Orion, and if I had my binoculars, you'd be able to see the Orion Nebula right in the centre of that, of his belt. But just look at that luminescent glow around the moon. What an absolutely brilliant thing to come and witness. The snow moon of 2021. Just nice simple things like this, coming out enjoying nature. And the local tawny owl population seems to have woken up. They're having their snow moon party tonight. I can hear the calls drifting across. Might have captured some of that on the main audio. I'm going to get packed away now because I've been here for a while, and as you can probably see from my breath, the temperature has dropped considerably. I've really enjoyed myself, and this is a magical moment that I've seen, and you know, cracking memories. Didn't cost anything. I've brought the camera stuff along to show everyone, but you know, I could have just walked out and looked at this and, you know, whiled away a few hours quite happily just staring up at that. Thanks very much for watching this, everyone. If you've enjoyed it and got something from it, I'd really appreciate it if you gave the video a thumbs up. If you've got any comments, leave them in the description below, and I'll try my best to write back to every single one of them. Come out and do things like this yourselves. Get up off the sofa, get out there, out the front door, no matter what the weather. There's no such thing as bad weather, it's just bad clothing. Come out, enjoy the great outdoors, learn about things, learn about trees, birds, wildlife, clouds, stars, constellations. It's absolutely fabulous, and it's our great outdoors. It all makes it up. So give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram. I put lots of stories up there and posts all to do with outdoor adventures and whatever else is pretty much going on in my life. Come and join our Facebook group, and we can talk all things great outdoors, share tips and advice, and it's a really friendly place with a great bunch of people in there. For now, it's time to pack away, head back to the car and go get warm. I'll see you on the next video, everyone, and take care. Thank you.